Me if I ever meet the person who invented the air fryer. When you tell someone a fact and they Google it to check. Me. Me staring a photo of my co-worker's children for just a little too long so that they never show me again. When someone says ChatGPT it instead of Google it, make it stop. People enjoying their conversation. Me also enjoying their conversation. Deaf people lose freedom of speech when handcuffed. Punished for smashing my finger. Trump is reportedly lonely and gaining weight. Be me too, he ain't special. You'll tell me why I woke up this morning and my wife made me Spider-Man waffles in bed. This is what men's dreams are made of. The US after the ICE raids. Tacos. Finally a day off. My day off. You're a Hagrid. I'm a what? A Hagrid. And a Temu version at that. The bank. On a $500,000 home, a 20% down payment is $100,000, leaving a $400,000 loan at 6.5%. That's about $3,200 a month with utilities, meaning you would need at least $137,000 in annual pre-tax income to afford it. Any questions? People who make $45K per year. Automatically translated video on YouTube. Me. Back in my day, eggs and toilet paper were so abundant we used to throw them at the houses of our enemies. You spilled a strong base on your skin. Panic. You don't feel pain. Calm. You don't feel pain. Calm. Horror movies scare me less after I realized what biblically accurate angels look like. I wish I could have had pudding one last time. I didn't know you liked pudding. I like pudding. D's puts in your mouth. Lies. XGF. Why don't we see who gets more matches? Me. Sure, why not? Me. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Invest $100 million in movie. Sell rights to Netflix for $20 million thinking it'll fade into obscurity. It becomes second most watched film of all time on Netflix and remains in Netflix's top 10 movies list for weeks. Its songs are topping the charts and sing-alongs in movie theaters are selling out everywhere. Indie devs who plan to release their game in September. Another certain indie dev. When you make suggestion on a game forum and the devs implement it in the game, you know I'm something of a game developer myself. When you're about to eat a food that's prepared but it doesn't have any spices, slight discomfort. Me watching the hilarious TikTok they were so excited to show me. These are not effing hear me outs, they are conventionally attractive people. Me feeling like she cause I still live at home in my 20s, my parents' undying love and support. Retirement. Japanese. In Japan, robotic exoskeleton suits assist elderly workers in lifting heavy loads, enhancing workplace safety and prolonging careers. My cat. The expensive cat toy, an empty cardboard box. When you listen to your parents' music and finally understand. Commies. Me watching a movie trailer. Showing off their good reviews. Me passing the sweet old lady that's driving the speed limit. When I'm in a gaslighting competition and my opponent shows up with a camping stove. How my browser feels after finally loading 0.00001 seconds before I refresh. Me when my co-worker was mad at me for promoting their only to their family. Hold on, this whole operation was your idea. Dip me in chocolate and throw me to the lesb. My pen lied, can I bury it in your A? I used to prefer texting over calling, but now I prefer being unreachable. There's always that one person who really secretly cares about you. Yeah, but they always ugly. I ordered 2020 balloon but they delivered 2002 money wasted. Seller. Watching documentary on psychopaths. They love to stay home, they have few friends and prefer to be alone. Me. When mom is already mad and the wind coming in from the window causes your door to slam shut. Current objective, survive. Absolutely gutted. I spent 7 grand on a pack of mini sponge tarts in Aldi last week only to see them reduced. When someone says no offense after insulting me. When you don't fall for the FOMO trends cause you're a homo, happy on missing out. Socialism of any kind. The US making Intel state-owned. 2 types of me. Fast learner, short-term memory loss. He says he has a corner office with a view, gets paid to travel around in a $400,000 vehicle. F it, I'll with him. So what do you do, bus driver? That one MILF at the bar who keeps buying you drinks. Me, I'm interested in this game, Steam. So you're gonna buy it, right? You are right. Damn, house prices are still getting higher. I can't. Just learned about this panda that grimaces when he breaks bamboo because he had no panda teachers and noticed humans making that face every time they broke some bamboo for him. I'm a fresh new barber and I'm going to show my cuts on social media, all videos of low fade tapers. Company with poor management, company with good management, company where I work. When education is not liberating, the dream of the oppressed is to become the oppressor. When you know the kid with Tourette's is actually straight up a rara, but you can't prove it yet. Marriage, Lincoln. I'm only 27. What am I, a child bride? Unfriending people in the Middle Ages. Me watching world-class chefs get screamed at by Gordon Ramsay while I eat top ramen. You dumb bee. Aioli is made with garlic. When nobody cancels and you actually have to get ready to go out. If she supported you when you were broke and you got rich, leave her so she can go and help another brother out. A man should pay for the date because you're paying for my time. Translation: my time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. When a 5-year-old feeds you plastic soup for lunch, this is some serious gourmetry. School memories, pretending to be interested in teacher's personal life to waste time in class. Being a guy is crazy cause the moment you turn 13 you're competing with President of United States for girls your age. Me at 1 PM knowing I have plans at 9 PM, so I therefore have absolutely no time to do a single thing between now and then. Me seeing the that stole my wallet get a coma by the police. No one, not a single soul. Spain, ding dong, your religion is wrong. Introverts when they finally found the courage to join the conversation but ended up being ignored. When someone tells me great question, I never hear their answer because I'm busy congratulating myself for asking such a great question. Me showing a rich old man with dementia our family photos generated by AI so he can include me in his will. Firing Brad's wife, Cracker Barrel. My father introducing me to his co-workers after I served 2 years in prison. Boy who showed off in chat. Just once I want the opportunity to dramatically swipe everything off a table to make room for a giant map that I'll use to explain the plan. Introvert gets shot, them realizing they have to call a doctor, this but a scratch. You draw letter is how effing embarrassing. PayPal balance. I know everything costs a lot more now, but at least it's also worse quality. Guys, when a strong breeze hits a summer dress just right. The fake laugh you do when you have absolutely no clue what the other person said. Grandpa, stupid remote control isn't working again. Meanwhile grandma accidentally sitting on my mom's Viber. Me, it's medicinal. Cop, first of all, that's substitute. Me, it's my emotional support. Me coming back to the party after secretly throwing up. 10th surgery, no one can figure out what's wrong. If your name's Jeff, you own a plumbing company in New Orleans and you're selling it, heads up, your wife's already talking to her lawyer about filing for divorce the moment that sale goes through. How do I know? She was on the phone with him, standing right behind me in the grocery store. Stay strong, Jeff. When you see a photo of really good food on the internet. Sorry, I have errands to run. The errands. Spirit Halloween. Every tech company, their new AI feature, me. Elevator door, opens, some dumb F standing in the way. Nia, wake up from your comfy office job and active social life, you're a human battery. Nia, come live in a cave with us and eat porridge slop. Can I get 12 pizzas for the homeless? Where to watch? Amazon Prime Video. Watch with MovieSphere Plus. Start your 7-day free trial. When you use your phone only for memes and no one ever calls you. Phone ringing. What the F is that? When you're actually low on money but people don't believe you because you don't give broke energy. Just realized emotionally unavailable men bring out my clingy side and clingy men bring out my avoidant side. Now what? Lol. The economy watching you study hard for jobs that don't exist. How I feel after ignoring people's opinions and doing what I actually want. Another day without needing to calculate the surface area of a cone. Self-love is G. Always hate yourself as much as you can. Who are you, warrior? My favorite thing is when you stop petting a dog and he puts his paw on you like we're not done here. When I say I'll figure it out, I mean I'll just adapt to whatever new level of hell is coming. Everyone is allowed to make mistakes because that's how we learn. Surgeons, not me. When I'm at a party and find the cat. How the finance manager looks at you when you decline the $14,000 tire and wheel package. Why do jobs that pay the least try and work you the hardest? Let's pick up the pace. B. Let's pick up the pay the F. La La Land. Poland. Plants in the wild, taking whatever Mother Nature throws at them and thriving. Houseplants. You watered me on Sunday versus Saturday, so now I must lie. When I'm chilling watching the group chat argue and a pic of me from 2020 gets sent for no reason. Me after asking the rich kid if he can stand up and let me take a turn in his cool new mouth controlled chair, but he just starts crying. Alright then, keep your secrets. Looks like we found a square root. How to create a browser in 2025. 1. Take Chromium. 2. Change the name. 3. Add a new logo. 4. Add a few features Chrome doesn't have. 5. You have a browser, and no wonder why there's a Chrome web monoculture. How the F a computer gonna ask me if I'm a robot? MF you a robot. First they came for the walruses, and I did not speak out, because I was not a walrus. Thai lady boss. Divorced dads visiting Thailand. Me in hell locating the guy that invented toilet humor. I used to get Stephen Hawking and Tony Hawk confused. What the F? Understandable, they both loved ramps. Nintendo and Microsoft in the gaming industry, they are natural enemies, like Nintendo and Sony before that, or Nintendo and Sega even before, or Nintendo and Atari at the beginning. Damn Nintendo, only they could turn playtime into a war zone. Me, well it's time for bed, my brain, is it though? Manager, meet the new employee, tell him how great it is to work here. Me. I just got my new cosplay, wanna see it? Alright, babe, come on in. Tada, I'm Lucy, take me to the moon. No need, I got a moon for you right here. Orkmon, it's been over 2 years since the anime aired. I'm an adult with adult money who purchases adult things. When someone tries to give me advice but their birth year starts with a 2. Would you still want the list released if Obama was in it? Yes, I would want everyone on that list to face justice. Are my Jordans fake? people in 1925. I wonder what people 100 years from now will be doing. People in 2025. Me excited for a relaxing weekend. My wife. Me trying to do literally anything in the house. My dog. They haven't forgotten. My fiance just asked me to come into the kitchen to see what they made. It's a couch potato. When I win the lottery I won't say anything, but there will be signs. The dude in orange bout to Bill Cosby all three of his homies. When she asks if you would have her if she were a fan. Why did I read this wrong? Me during the 10 seconds it takes me to restart my phone. YouTuber, make a joke about subscribing to his channel. Literally nobody, wheeze. Subscribe.
Spare change, ma'am.